Hey everyone, just noticed that NordicTrack has begun their Labor Day sale already, and I took a look at it and it actually looks pretty good. So I want to go over it with you now to give you a little bit of what my thoughts are on some of these deals and some of these machines, because most of them I've tested, are used, or in most cases have reviewed. So let's go ahead and check out the sale here. Now, the first thing that's on for sale is the commercial X22i treadmill. Now, this is last year's X22i treadmill. The new version has been renamed called the Elite treadmill. And I reviewed this treadmill last year, and I'll put the link to it below. But it's a really good treadmill, and especially at this price, $2,799, which I'll remind you is now like $700 or $800 cheaper than the Peloton tread, but this tread is much better. The belt on it's really nice. It feels comfortable to run on. It goes to 40% incline, so really good for those who want to walk or hike. And of course, it follows iFit platform, so there's a lot of outdoor scenic walks where you're following an instructor. I took pretty much every single class in their Walk to Everest series, which is like an 18-part series where you walk to the Everest base camp. So really incredible. Highly recommend it. I think it's a great treadmill. The design of it looks a little funky. It's a little big. Again, you can check out the full review below, but it's a good one. Now, what I'm really excited about is this commercial 2450. Now, I did a review on this one as well, and this is actually my current favorite treadmill. And I recently did a comparison of this treadmill versus the Peloton tread, because at the time they were a similar price. Now at $2,299 versus the Peloton tread's $3,500, it's much cheaper. But basically, if you watch the comparison, you'll see the full thing. But they're pretty much almost identical in terms of the size and how they feel, and the screens and all that stuff. Obviously, you're going to be getting different types of content. One's more much outdoor focused, and the other one's Peloton, which is studio focused. But this has, auto incline and decline and automatic speed adjustments and all that stuff. And it folds up, so it doesn't take that much room when you have it, in your house or wherever you're going to be storing this. A really good treadmill, probably my favorite treadmill for most people to get, and it being on sale for over $200 off. Really good deal. Now, next we have the S27i, which is the brand new version. They had the S22i, now they have the S22i and the S27i. The biggest difference is the S27i has a huge 27-inch screen. Again, this is a bike that I reviewed. You can just see it in the video description. I'll put it in below. But very good bike, automatic incline, decline, and resistance control. Really fun to use. Really like it a lot. It's, this bike, the Peloton Bike Plus, those are like the top two tiers. And when I did a comparison of those two, really it just depends on what you're looking for. But they're, in my mind, they're very equal in terms of how valuable and how much I enjoy them. So the fact that that's $200 off, I think is a really good deal. Now, moving on is the rower, the RW900 rower. This one is $100 off. Honestly, again, I did a review on this as well. Not my favorite rower. I don't really recommend it. In fact, I think the previous model, last year's model of the NordicTrack RW900 was much better than the current one. Even though the current one looks really nice, how it creates resistance and how it feels to row on, it just got a lot of issues. So I don't know. You can look into it, but not my favorite. Then we have some ellipticals. One elliptical just has a bigger screen, a little bit more resistance than the other. I actually haven't tested the ellipticals, but they look very elliptically to me. They have a very horizontal kind of access to them, unlike, like a stair stepper type of thing. And, a lot of people like them, but I don't have much to say because I haven't used one. And then finally, we have the Fusion CST Studio, which I also reviewed, and we'll put a link in the bottom below. That is $200 off. That's a really interesting machine. It's really unique. You can do a lot of strength work on it. The one kind of strange thing about it is that it doesn't provide any eccentric strength. So what I mean by that is, if you press up, that's concentric, and then the down portion is eccentric. So it doesn't provide eccentric, which is not that great if you're trying to develop strength or muscle or whatever. However, for its purpose, it's sort of combining strength and cardio together, which I know some people really like. And so when you take away the eccentric portion of a movement like this and you use it in a cardio format, then it becomes actually pretty effective. Like, you know, biking doesn't really have much eccentrics, or rowing doesn't have that much eccentrics, and so on and so on. So if you see it as like a strength cardio hybrid machine, I think it's pretty interesting. It's pretty fun to use. But if you're looking at it as like a replacement of something like tonal or a barbell or just regular strength training, it's not quite the same thing. But $200 off is a pretty good deal, a pretty good discount, especially since it's brand new, got released this version earlier this year. So that's the sale on it. Let me know what you think about any of this stuff in the comments below. If you have any questions, again, I've tested all of it thoroughly except for these ellipticals. So let me know if you have any questions. Be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.